Hey there, welcome back. Marius here. Today in Icarus, I'll show you how to survive like a champ. So there will be basic things that you need to know and tips, some basic around how to survive, but one extra I will throw in because I seen no one else is using, so that just makes me insane. Before that, I need to show that I have no any boost from workshop or talents are absolutely empty, as well as tech tree. There's just 4 items that are given for free at the beginning, so that 50 level does not impact whatsoever. So these tips apply to everyone. There is no locked before you need to purchase that or this. So I will show you on the mission here. As you can see, loadout is empty. Unfortunately, the dude is talking in the background. I hate it when it does, but well, it does like that. We'll cover oxygen, food, water, temperature, and shelter. Well, shelter health. Shelter goes with the temperature, basically. Storm kicks in, you need to find a shelter or build it. So that will be the huge, I hope, game changer for you. So when you land, you see at the corner you have all the ratings. You have a limited time before it runs out. Also pay attention to daytime. Sometimes you land in afternoon and it gets dark, like absolute dark at 8 o'clock. You can see timer. Where was the time? You see the forest, it's 10 in the morning, so that's a good morning. So first tip is when you press and hold F, you pick up things. You can press and hold, that means you will pick up everything you see in front of you. This is absolutely the best thing to do every time you even travel. If you run to some mission location or somewhere, just through the forest you run, but when you pick up, you see in the corner, you get experience for everything you pick up. That means free experience just by traveling. How cool is that? So first off, of course, you gather a few items that consists of sticks, fibers, and stones. Fibers are coming from branches and small trees. Sticks are coming from, such small trees and on the ground, and stones currently you can pick up only from the ground. Once you've done that, of course, with control, I would advise to select it to lock, so you can crouch, so you're stealthed, so you're not attracting attention from predators. Also, my experience is red, so because I died and had to pick up. So 2 things you can build at the beginning. I have collected enough stuff, so you build stone pickaxe, this is important, and axe kind of works as, in my opinion, in my current situation, as weapon, because I don't have anything else and I'm not pushing you to get anything else. So first thing, what you really want to do is find one of these blue rocks. They're all around every biome, because your life depends on them. This is oxide. This is how you get oxygen. So next thing I need to mention is stamina. This is important. You see the stamina bar. Try to get it so you can see. Whenever you do an action, running, jumping action actually holds it. What you don't want to do is deplete it. Let me show you how it happens. Come on. Why I can't deplete it? Seriously? So basically when you hold down, it should deplete stamina. Once you deplete, you see there will be warning. Let me try to get it. Final. Why it automatically stops? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's try running. So when you see stamina depleted, while it's flashing, it does not regenerate. So when you absolutely deplete it to the maximum, you have a delay. So basically you lose the stamina regeneration. So what you want is to get to the last bit and then it immediately regenerates. Small things, but that's what makes up. Once you get oxide, you open up your inventory. You have default enviro suites where you can make oxygen on the fly. What you do, you click on the stack, and once you click consume stack, it will consume as much as you need to have 100%. It works for food, for water, for anything. Once you consume, you see it took all the parts. I have someone attacking me. Of course, it's a wolf. Now there is a carcass. When there's dead animals on the ground, predators tend to come close and basically eat them. If you don't skin them, in a while there will be just carcass left. That means some predator will come and most likely eat it. Well, I was asking for this thing. There. Anyways, where were we? So once you consume stack, you have 100%. What you can do, you can drop full stack. Now your suit will make oxygen as soon as it drops, and it needs 1 oxide to create. So basically now you're covered with oxygen for quite some period. All the oxygen 100% and all stack will be used. Next up we have water. Without any tech unlocked, nothing. You have literally you need to drink from where you can find water, or you need to eat something that consists of a lot of water. These things, top of my head comes in my mind is berries have a little bit, watermelons and coconuts in desert. They're young coconuts especially have a lot of water in them. Next thing, I already have debuff that you sometimes get when you drink water that is not clear. So you see, it gives only minus nutrition from food. So this is easy workaround. There is no debuff of stamina or something that impacts you a lot. So if you eat first and then drink possibly dirty water afterwards, you don't care about this debuff. It does not affect you whatsoever. Yeah, screw you. So currently, if I eat anything, it will give me less food. Not ideal, but next part. So yeah, water. Usually, when you have a sponge or not container, how it's called in the tech tree, you can find there is where you can store water. Where is it? No, crafting tier 2. This water skin, that's the name. Whenever you drink it, it fills up. It loses water over time, but okay, we are far ahead of it. So far we have covered water, air, food is simple. Once and as you don't have fireplace to cook things, you need to find items that you can eat raw. That does not include meat, raw fish. You will get poisoned, you will throw up, you will lose stamina. That's not what you want. But berries, you can mouse over and you see they provide food and a little bit water. Consume stack, full stack, and I'm still, because I have a debuff. But that is not the only option. There are also watermelons you can eat, berries, pumpkins, let me think. Pumpkins also was good. Melons, I think, was the ones that give you poison that you need to cook. Let me find, there are. Why I don't like these pumpkins as much? I have a buff as well. But they are quite harder to find. What is easy to find is, remember, I'm still running with press F button. Once you run through the forest or do anything and you see these red berries, just run over them and you will collect these berries quite a lot, let's say. That's the easiest way. I'm depleting my stamina, but let me see if I can get... You see, consume stack, basically that's it. Now we have oxygen, we have food, and we have water. Now about temperature. In snow biome, you will have cold quite a lot if you don't have proper clothing. We don't have anything, so I'm showing you the sign, the little cold icon that shows minus stamina regeneration, food consumption increased, and decreased water consumption. So if you stay and you have a debuff that don't have a timer on it, It means most cases I've seen so far, if you stay in such cold state, you will get another debuff on top of it. They will stack, and that's worst. It's true for warm, for cold, for wound, for deep wound, and all that. So that is about the cold. So try to get out, and let me show you. Okay, I throw in. I will most likely get a wound. So tip here is simple. Whenever you fight anything alive, there is a bonus if you hit in the head. So critical damage, you see 400% increased. And if you are in stealth mode, this is when you're crouched, when you can sneak up and hit in the head, you will have huge numbers. So you have a chance to one hit or two hit Predator. If you find him first, find it first, then you have a chance to actually receive 0 damage. I received a little bit, but it's fine. So, food butter, yeah. The last but not least, the most important part is shelter. When there's a storm coming in the corner there's a warning sign underneath the temperature that will say storm is coming, blah blah blah. You need to find a shelter. This is the problem that I've seen in some videos that people are like, you need to carry 2 floors and build a box where you find a shelter. And I'm like, what? What? No. Okay, listen up. There's 100 million billion times better option to do this. Whenever you run somewhere and you find there's a storm coming in and you're like, ooh, I need a shelter, you bring out your axe, your pickaxe, whatever you have, the basic is the best. You find a rock as big as you can find. Best case scenario, it's quite fat, flat. Yeah, this will be better rock. I actually previously died on this rock. What you do, you crouch down, you see the rock is bigger than you. That means in your line of sight, you dig a hole, just straight hole in it. The rock is way bigger. Afterwards, you move your cursor slowly down. That will pick up every rock in the line. So what we are doing, we are making our shelter. And this has so many applications. Not only shelter from the storm, but shelter from predators, shelter from bears, shelter or living, spending nights. The applications are endless. The bigger rock you can find, the deeper you can climb in and make this actually livable shelter. And if you're wondering why would you do that, my question would be, why would you not? So in here currently, if I'm it's actually, I can make a little bit too much. So that I made mistake. The rock was not that high, but this here is the shelter, right? You didn't be aware how big that was unnecessarily cut. But here I can pass the storm. It counts as shelter. If you make a little bit more room on one, damn it, or another side or both, you can place your fireplace next to it. That will be absolutely needed for winter maps, for snow. You are in cold. Just getting into rock will not warm you up. So you place your fireplace next to it and you pass the storm, warm up, pick up your fireplace, and that's done. Why would you do this? Is any other shelter you build yourself, like the shelter actual, will receive damage from storms, from lightning, from fire, from animals attacking. If they see you, they will attack your house and get to you, try to get to you. Falling trees, there's like more trouble building it than this rock is indestructible. It can be destructed only by your pickaxe. So if you do some stupid move like this, then it's destroyed. Otherwise, falling trees, bears, anything, nope, it stays as it is. So this is the biggest, I don't know, and in my opinion, most obvious way to survive all of that. One more thing, these rocks are in absolute every biome. It's not only in forest, and they are always somewhere. Basically, I think there is no way you can stand somewhere and don't see such big rock. As you can see from here now, and the same is for desert, the same is even way bigger and cooler rocks are in snow map, where the snow is. It's like, yes, but okay, I'm stop rambling around. So shelter is there, warm, yeah. I mean the warmth, the temperature. Without a fireplace, there is no way you can do it on your own. You need to unlock it. Well, that unlocks you cooking and all that. But let me demonstrate. I will wait as long, or actually I can dig a hole in another rock as I ruined that one. So I can show you it's not as hard. I will do it properly this time. So what we do, okay, this is messing up, this is not needed. So I am crouching, I am approaching, I am approximately aiming at my sight, digging for a hole. I know that reach is not as far as other end of the stone, so I'm kind of safe. This time I will not ruin the rock. It takes some time, it takes some practice, it takes some approximation how much of a rock there is still, so you can get your little cozy area. And as I mentioned, in other biomes there are bigger rocks. These are quite small, to be honest. These are just for shelters. And let me show you how it works. It's absolutely enough. So, whenever the storm kicks in, you will see at the corner, you see the little cloud approaching. Now, storm exposure. I have no shelter. When it reaches to the red bar, the bar fills up, you will receive damage. You have a debuff already, movement speed, that you need to count in. But what if I come in here and storm exposure is gone and I'm literally invincible? Small predators can, like wolves and boars, can come in and still bite you. Be aware of that. Bears are too big. They can't reach you in there. So there you go. This is the shelter. This is the shelter, okay? Not this silly leaf stuff that breaks just by looking at it, okay? Okay, enough. And as you can see, temperature is also a little bit higher. Let me check. We have 19 degrees Celsius, and if I step out, no, that's the same. That's the same, yeah. We need a fireplace to actually properly warm up, right? This is a mild storm. So, food, water, and as you can see, my oxide is used up, but I have still 100%. That's the quite lengthy time covered if you fill it up. Then the only thing left is still get your water. I'm doing again it in wrong order. You want to eat first in case you get that debuff, and then you get in your shelter. Then you eat pumpkin and eat stack of berries. Boom. Okay, I will throw in a little bit bonus. How the items spoil. You see, I have a berries. They are 13. Basically, there's like, whenever you fill a stack, the last piece you put on top will spoil. When that one spoils, it is removed from the stock, then the next one starts spoil. So basically, if you have berries, 100 a stack, full stack, it will take almost 100 million hours to spoil, because they spoil one by one. And that also keeping in mind that if you have items spread out like this, This is the worst case scenario. Now, literally, they are not stacked. They are all in the same time. As you can see, they lose the spoil, so they are spoiling altogether. This is not what you want. So you want to stack food as much as possible. Meat stacks in 20. Other items that you craft and bake, the pumpkins, carrots and such, they stack in 10. You will see the fishes stuck in 20. No, yeah, or meat. No, meat was also 20. So yeah, and when you stack them together, they will leave the most spoiled item on top of it. So to avoid spoilage, remember when the bar goes down, this representation, how it's, you can mouse over and you see how much seconds left. Whatever food you have and you see that it will spoil in a moment, simple as that, eat it. Just eat the last one. Even if you have eaten and everything, once every item has a buff, every food has a buff. Second, that item will be spoiled, so basically wasted. So once you consume, it kind of resets, and then the next thing starts spoilage. So you see, I lose nothing. So that's about how the food performs. So that will give you the clue in future as well. Okay. So that's the basic. That's everything you need to cover. And I will tell you right away, this mission requires to pick up a satellite, not a satellite, a scanner, and place in 3 places. I and you can do this mission without, like I am, without any bonus, without tech, without fire, without nothing. The only problem, I wasted time the night. When the night kicks in, I can see nothing without torch. So if you land and pick up the scanner and run to the spot and do everything I showed you here, cover from storms, drink water, pick up all the berries you see, get some oxide and fill it up, you can finish this mission without any other, let's say, wasting, building something, crafting. That is all absolutely unnecessary. I've done it even in higher level maps where I had to bring this scanner in winter. Without armor, without knife, without bow, without anything. Just bunch of berries, oxide, and my sweet scanner. That's all you need to do this mission. So the faster you can do it, the faster you can get your money, get back up in space, and have fun in next mission. Alright? That covers the basics. So whenever you unlock item, knife, something, you can build on this fundament I just provide to you. Of course, you don't have a sleeping mat, so that means you can't pass the night. So when you can't see nothing, you will most likely sit in the rock in this and spend the entire. So anything that you will add up on this will provide and make you more efficient, but this is the basic and everything you need to know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll meet in other videos. From now on, I will put my talent points in tech tree. This is me just showing you how these extra boosts are not needed. If you are cool and crazy enough, that's enough. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll meet in those other videos then. Cheers.